Good morning, everybody. My name is Pastor Jeff Gross, and I'm here with you at Living Lord Lutheran Church. It's always a joy and privilege to be able to be with you. And I was reflecting upon a Bible verse that we oftentimes use or understand in a very different way that I'm going to talk about today, and that's Matthew 7, verse 3. Why do you worry about the speck in your neighbor's eye when you fail to see the plank in your own? Now, usually when we look at that Bible verse, we think of it as a Bible verse that is really challenging us to say we're in no position to judge our neighbor because we're imperfect. In many cases, we're even less perfect than the people we judge. And I don't think that's a wrong interpretation. I have one to add on top of that, and that is the sense of perspective. And sometimes I'll do some introspection, some soul searching, and in the process of soul searching, looking for that plank of wood that's in my eye, if you will, I come to understand my own imperfections in this way. And I really display it using cars and driving because anybody who's ever driven with me knows that's where I am most human, when I'm behind the wheel. I don't mean human in a good sense of the word. But what's amazing to me is when I'm driving, is if somebody cuts me off, or if somebody tails me, or somebody makes me miss a green light because they're texting on their phone, I will get irate. And I'll hold my peace, especially if I have parishioners in the car with me, but I will get irate and I will get angry. But here's the weird part. On the couple of occasions where I've actually been involved in an accident, it's amazing how cool, calm, and collected I've been able to behave. And that's counterintuitive. You would think that if I get angry if somebody cuts me off, I'd get really angry with a fender bender. But what happens when the fender bender occurs? I ask the question, am I safe? Are my family safe? Is the person who hit me safe? Is their family safe? I put in a sense of perspective and answer those questions, and when I come to the realization that everybody is safe, then I'm able to handle the situation so much better because I have that sense of perspective. I know the difference between a speck of dust and a plank of wood at that moment, and I know what's important and I know what's not important. Unfortunately, in our society, we have a tendency of allowing the little things, the little cracks, the little judgmentalism, and all these other little things occur in our life, hurt us and fracture us as a society. And we think to ourselves, if a little fracture hurts us, or a little crisis hurts us, can you imagine what a big crisis can do? And here's where it gets interesting. We as a society do much better with big crises than little ones. Case in point, last week, the bombing in Boston. We as a nation came together. We set aside our differences because we had a sense of perspective. We knew what was important. We knew that innocent people lost their lives. And by putting things in perspective, we were able to handle it so much better than a little fender bender or somebody cutting us off on the road. And I think Jesus is challenging us to know the difference between a speck of dust and a plank of wood, because if we have a sense of perspective, then we're on the road to doing God's will.